now that I've been put through. I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, back with another Eternal Evolution video, and today we're going to be talking about the new hero, Brother to EX30. Of course, if you've seen my previous video, you know that she's been at EX30, but that was my initial impression. Today we'll review her skills and also take her into PvE to test out her survivability and also test out her damage. Remember, she's a frontliner, so her damage may not be the greatest, so that's one thing you should get out there. I wasn't expecting her to be a big damage dealer, but I thought her damage would be good. That's one thing there. And of course, in PvP, if you're new around here, we have to spin the wheel whenever the new hero is out. That's what happens. We do it. We do our spin here, and actually we're gonna take a look at the titanium, what is it, titanium coin shop. 2 more spins here. Just give me something, right? No. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. All right, final spin here and see what we get. And yeah, more of nothing. Okay, cool. That's fine. Can't do much about it. It's been a while since I got anything off of that wheel, but that is that there. The titanium coin shop is open. As you can see, I purchased a lot of stuff because, again, I've been trying to acquire these things. Seeing it there for 40% off, I grabbed it. These items stay the same, but their prices change, and the special items change at 5 o'clock in the morning and 5 p.m., right? Depending on whatever your time is. That's that there for the titanium coin shop. It'll be open for the next 2 days, and I've been saying this, like, can we get the missions to acquire some coins? Give us another additional 100 coins, whatever the case may be, right? And that is that. Now let's go over to the hero. So we'll go over the skills, and then I'll give you my thoughts on how they can make her somewhat better, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have the same thoughts. So let's actually check out her skills here. So first up, we have Fire Flash. Danix releases a fury beam in the chosen direction. That's just a straight shot, similar to that of Jaina, right? Dealing damage to all enemies in the area equal to 1800% of attack. And of course, if you have it at level 3, it'll be 2000% of attack. And knocking them back a short distance. I don't think I see that knock back at all. It's very short. Simultaneously stunning them for 2 seconds. Good. We don't have to use accuracy. Great. For each affected target, Danix restores HP equal to 15% of max HP up to 70%. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the commander, plus ultimate 2 could be interesting, right? For her ultimate doing big damage. The talent effect is after activation resets the cooldown of blazing surge. So that's our common skill there, right? Exclusive effect, ultimate skill enhancement. When a zone is struck by the beam, it explodes after 1 second, dealing damage equal to 1800% of attack. That, I don't think I see that, right? Maybe I have to look for it. If you've seen it, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so now let's see what the other skill is, which is the blazing surge. Creates an explosion around herself, dealing damage to nearby enemies equal to 600% of attack, restoring HP equal to 1200% of attack. And if HP is below 50%, additionally restores HP equal to 1200% of attack. A lot of restoring, right? Great. Awesome there, right? And of course, for the damage, it'll go up to 900% instead of the 6 there for the nearby damage. Okay, cool, right? It's the explosion radius increased for the talent effect. Don't know how far that is. It seems very small to me, right? Okay, moving on. Exclusive effect, blazing surge enhancement. Targets affected by the explosion have their energy rage reduced by 112. Okay, interestingly enough, maybe that's why she pushes up into the enemies We've seen that in a previous video. If you watched it, she keeps pushing forward. She does not stand still. We'll talk more about that too. All right, next we have Phoenix Breath. Danix breathes fire in a fan-shaped area, dealing damage equal to 600% of attack. Before activating this skill, Danix dispels all control effects from herself. Wouldn't it be nice if it was everyone? Right? Okay. And of course, if you have level 3, it goes up to 100%. So +1 all skills isn't all that bad, because then this would be at 900 and then this would go up to 1,000. Okay. And what's a talent effect? Talent effect, if it hits more than 3 targets, instantly resets the cooldown of this skill. This effect can be activated once every 4 seconds. So if she does it and she hits 3 targets, it resets. And if she does it again, you have to wait 4 seconds for her to activate it again. Okay. All right. So exclusive effect, Phoenix Breath Enhancement. Area damage received by targets is increased by 20% for 5 seconds. We'll come back to that part right there too. That's another piece. All right, here's the passive, right? Danix gains max HP equals to 16,000% of attack. And this is what I was saying in the last video, that she don't have enough HP. Well, based off of this, it sounds like she has a lot, right? On paper, she sounds like she has a lot of HP because her attack is over 135k. I think that's based on the gear that I'm using there, right? Also, reducing all incoming damage by 70%. Interestingly enough, upon death, Danix transforms into a Phoenix Egg for 4 seconds, reducing incoming damage by 95%. This effect is also effective against true damage. After the duration ends, Danix is reborn with 100% HP and 600 energy. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time, which makes no sense. It should just say 1 time per battle. And of course, if you get it up to level 3, it's now 18,000% of attack and +1 all skills, 1900% of attack. So +1 all skills isn't looking too bad for her across the board, right? Talent effect. While the Phoenix Egg is on the battlefield, all allied heroes deal 20% more damage and take 40% less damage. Great that it's all allies. Well, we'll come back to all of this, right? So it says exclusive effect. I think this is the EX30. Fury Reborn Enhancement. Upon resurrection, Danix releases a wave of energy across the battlefield, dealing damage to all enemies equal to 1800% of attack and stunning them for 3 seconds. Okay. All right, so we went over the skills. Let's talk about how we can make this hero a lot better, right? So first things first, this egg form here, it only increases your damage when she's in that form. After she comes out of it, she no longer gives any increase to damage other than, I think this one here. Where did I see it? Area damage here. The Phoenix Breath, right? That's the only time you're gonna gain increase to damage. What is it about these energy heroes that they cannot get increase to damage longer than 5 seconds? Anyone that has increase of damage is only 5 seconds, and their biggest problem is that they need to pump out a lot of damage based on who they're facing, right? Whether it be the summoner, the Spider Queen boss, or the what those worms. That's just the best way to put them, right? 17-10, 18-7. They need more damage. Like, it's crazy that they need more damage, right? So let's actually go to this one here, the passive. So what the passive should have done was, once she's reborn, then she would gain the 20% increase to damage, right? All arrows, once she comes back to life. And they also take 40% less damage till she dies, right? If you're only gonna give me 1 revive, give me that. That would make more sense. It makes no sense for her to only be in the egg for 4 seconds and you're increasing my damage for 4 seconds. The problem with energy is that whenever they're facing their PvP content, they need to pump out more damage. 4 seconds in the egg form is not doing anything. So that they need to fix. That's the one thing that would make her better. I can accept her not doing more damage because there's ways to get her to go into that egg form faster by putting her into fade out, right? Putting her in a fade out, she'll die quicker. Problem is her healing is so good that she might not end up dying, right? Especially in PvE, because I've tried it and I literally had to turn off her ultimate because she's healing so much. I tried it in endless battles. She was healing so much that she would have never end up dying anyways because of her continuous healing. But I think the rebirth should be where when she dies, she gains this talent effect here. Instead of it saying, the egg part after rebirth, it should say after rebirth, all ally heroes deal 20% more damage and take 40% less damage. That's what it should say after rebirth. That would make more sense. That could have been the EX30. It would have made more sense, right? So again, the question goes, is she even worth it, right? For right now, I'm not even going into the piece of attacking anything. I just want to say, get a copy, and then when the SP hero come out, then you can determine if you build her, right? So let's actually take them into their own content. It's definitely not that, right? This is where they're supposed to shine. I said 22 and I was right. Okay, so we'll see what they do. We got tanks here. We also have energy here. We're gonna have to move them and move the summoners. Why doesn't Ampu have his stuff on? We'll move the summoners out the way because they were already getting it done, and we'll move summoners here, energy here, and then when we get to the energy bit, we'll move stuff around and see what's what. Like I said, my biggest problem with her is the egg and her walking forward. The damage, I can accept that. She's a frontliner. Tanky, I don't expect big damage from a person that's going to be sitting in the front that's supposed to be absorbing damage. That's too much. We're looking for Nord. Nord absorb damage, and he dishes it out when he first came out. Now he doesn't do that anymore, but we're not going to talk about that. Let's just try to run through this here. Hopefully I can clear this part here because they can be annoying. The summoners themselves could be annoying. Actually, I want to switch this. We'll use my regular summoner team. Well, where is it? And go. They have that. We need that. They can use their own. And the tanks, they should be able to beat this. So I'm going to give them some help because they're going to need it. But I need that for that, though. Do they have everything they need? No, they don't. They don't have everything they need. Don't make my life difficult. Please. Don't. Okay, put that there. That'll help out with survivability. I'll come back to this. All right. Let's see if the tanks can clear this. If not, we'll probably have to switch over to something else. All right. Give me a second here. So whatever I was concerned about, nothing to be concerned about, right? Now, let's back out of here 1 second before this thing does any nonsense. So we have Luke. We also have Ravenna. We also have Jaina in there. I'm going to remove Jaina. We'll put these two. No, not that. I wanted the supports here. We'll put them in there because they need all the additional damage increase they can get. If I can get Nord up to, of course, Super Breakthrough 2, that'll help out with their damage, right? And we'll go with the new hero. Problem is with her, like I said, she likes to run up to the front. We'll put the bug damage on here. We're going all bugs, right? Yeah, because that's what we're facing. Luke too. Put on them bugs. Everybody got on bug. Everything is great. I'm putting Luke in the front just because for Garen, because I completely skipped over that. I've tried fade out, right? Like I said, it takes some time for her to actually die because, again, she needs to go through the process of casting her ultimate. Casting her ultimate, she heals. Casting her common skill, she heals. It's a constant healing, and the fade out effect takes too long, right? But for this one, we'll just use Surge, right? And see, I'm putting her in the back. I know she's gonna run to the front anyways. And the biggest thing with the spiders is that if you go too forward, then they start attacking the people in the back, and that's her problem. The good thing about Nord was that you could at least bring him back towards you. So you know what it is. We're gonna go to 1:30 and see if they can do it, right? And if they can't do it, then we back on out. I'm not wasting too much time on this because, again, for me, ooh, her damage look good there. What's happening here, right? For me, again, it's all about, can you beat it, right? So here they go. They might get to get close to that first phase. Jaina might be better than Luke here, of course. But here we go. So now that the spot, yep, see the moving forward. Now that their spot, the first set is out. Let's see how they do. Her damage is actually not bad here. It's not, right? Is it because, let's see. And to let's do some numbers here. So every time Skino casts his ultimate, he increases the damage. And when she casts her ultimate, increases the damage. Now Skino's moving up. Why, I don't know. He's gonna end up dying at some point. Miranda, you gotta. It's like, I don't like to have to manual battles. Like, I shouldn't have to. And they need a skip button for this. Look at Jaina. Jaina's gone. She's out DPS in Skino. She is Immortal 1. I don't know if that really makes a big difference. But again, here comes this is the second set, right? And the time, it's not looking good for them. I don't think they can beat it. Because remember, you need to get down to 50% by 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I don't see it happening. But her damage, not bad. I don't think she has an issue with dying, obviously, because you have Miranda there. And the thing that I was concerned about is the moving forward. Because eventually, if they're strong enough, they do enough damage. I'm worried about Skino, as always. If they do enough damage and take out the spiders fast enough, because they don't spawn quick enough, then that means that she'll walk forward. But again, as you can see, they're not going to beat it. No, they're not. Yeah, so they're not going to end up clearing that, which is, it's energy. This is more summoners now, which is sad. It is like that. The overpowering team always ends up being the ones that clear content that they have no business clearing. This boss here pops summon creatures, right? And the summoners take advantage of that, which is nuts to me, right? But again, they are not able to beat this. Maybe it's my energy heroes, She was out DPS and Skino here, which is interestingly enough to me, right? Moving on. What else do we have? We also have summoners here, right? Mind you, this is week 14, so you got to be pumping out some serious damage here. Already have them up there. Switch her out of the bug gear. I'm actually gonna try fade out here and see how that works, right? With fade out, she has, I think, over 100% crit rate, right? Yeah, 117. That's nuts. That's a lot of crit right there. You don't even need that much. I know you're gonna tell me in the comments, I know you don't need that much. It's not her original gears. Gears taken away from other heroes. I hate doing that. A lot of work. But I did work on my Miranda a little bit. I did start working on her because I realized that she's dying a lot fast. But anyways, let's just run this, see what they do. Chances are they're not gonna beat this. I just don't see it, right? This is like the baby form of summoners, right? Look at this. So let's see her damage here. She's not doing much. Luke is actually balling out here, surprisingly enough. But PvE, if they get separated, it's so bad. So look at where she is. She's in the death zone. Like, she'll die there. But again, remember, she's running fade out, and I don't think she's gonna die. So what I end up doing is just turn off the ultimate because she heals so much. Let's look at her healing. Her healing is insane, right? Wait, how is she healing so much? That's healing, right? What? Ravenna heals that much? That's crazy. Ravenna's going crazy. I would think that she would be doing this amount of healing. I did not know that Ravenna heals this much. Why is she healing that much? Do I have on, even if it's lifesteal, she's healing for billions. What is happening here? I don't think, wait, does she gain lifesteal? I can't remember. You'll let me know down in the comments. I'm not even gonna go check. But the fact that she's healing for 10 billion, right around the same amount of damage she's doing. Huh. Yeah, they're not beating this. Maybe they'll beat the lower ones, but, let's go back to the damage here. How's our damage looking? Way lower. Luke is not bad. Luke is not bad. But like I said in the previous video, his damage in PvP is pretty bad. They need to fix that. I feel like it's only the effect of the summoner piece. He didn't get it for that regular heroes. But again, am I okay with them not making it? I don't really need them. I just use summoners, to be honest. Use summoners for everything, right? That's the key. But look at Luke though, because Luke is also the highlight of what's going on here. So her damage, I don't expect it to be great, but she survived. I can't tell if she's on her second life or what. The fade out's starting to catch up with her. But again, her healing is okay enough to keep her alive, even with the fade out on. They don't even beat that either. I'm looking for something they can beat, and I think that's that there. The only thing that they'll probably do well in is here, which nobody really cares about, really. Like, I have to dumb it down a little bit, right? Because as you can see, they're already in everything because I tried it before. I wanted to see. So here, I tried her alone. It takes too long. You have to go through a whole fight. And see, fade out. It's too slow. She's just gonna heal through that. Let's go back and look at this Ravenna healing. That thing is nuts, huh? Oh, this time it's different. Oddly enough, Luke balls out here. By the way, we'll look at his numbers there. But this was always a stage that Luke was good at, anyways, because it's true damage. But her damage here, barely anything. But I don't think she does true damage. Strangely enough, no, she don't. But again, yeah, that's kind of where we can bring her. You know, they're not beating that over there in Catosian Triangle. They're not beating nothing in Exotic Expedition because of how intense the competition is over here. This is week 14. Even sometimes my summoners struggle with that summoner team. So again, if I had a week 12, maybe around there, they can do some stuff. Below that, they should do well if you have them there. But again, endless battles, you're gonna need her for the points, of course. That's what makes sense. She's also gonna be needed for Holy Land contract, right? So again, those are the reasons why, just to pick up that copy. If you got Extreme Hybrids, you can bring her to Mythic or something along the lines of that. But like I said, I have to see this SP hero, and I think the SP hero might be coming out next update. If not that, then in another month or so, give or take, around the anniversary. I could see it happening around there. But that's all I have for the PvE piece, because again, they're barely beating anything. I don't know. And that's why I said, I just wish that when she, go into that egg form after the egg form rebirth, she starts bringing in increased damage to the team and damage reduction. That'll be less damage, right? That would be great. So let's actually hop over here and see what we got going on. There's what is this? Terran? Can't even use her, right? She's not Terran. She's a Windfear. Okay, so Terran team. You know how that works. All right. Let's go into here, see what we got. We got summoners, and of course, some more summoners. So we'll fight this summoner team here. This is the team I have. And the explosion that happens right from the egg, that thing is so bad. It doesn't even do anything. It really doesn't. It tickles at this point. But I like seeing Maz over there versus Miranda. That means they won't have that additional protection. And I think it's actually Dorelli. I said in the previous video, I said it was Gobo. It's actually Doragon that's taking out the middle row. That's my assumption. They're both on the same time. So let's just see how they do here. And Sif, Ravenna's already dead, which is bad. It's like I try to move it. It's just so annoying. But again, let's see. She's in fade out in this fight. Let's see if that helps with her damage. But again, it's supposed to, like, I was reading her skills. I love this. Like, when the egg comes down, that looks so cool, right? And she's dead. That's what I'm afraid of, right? That is exactly what I'm afraid of. The egg comes out, the eggs didn't even touch the ground in that situation. That is what I'm afraid of there. Summoners, yeah. Oh, man, getting stomped out in the back. Whew. All right. Well, Ravenna died. Ravenna is a big key to this energy team. So we'll go. We're running back. Hold on. We're running back. Ravenna, we move over here. I try to get the additional protection, but it's just tough, right? We have a lot going against us here. Let's see. What else? Okay. But again, you know, with this team, it's tough because if you run Purin, is she doing anything? Let's see if we can switch it up here by going with where is he? No, that's not him. Here. Let's go with Rez. Rez onto Skino. I don't want to put Skino in the middle row because he's just gonna die. So we know that this spot right here is vulnerable. This spot's going to blow up, right? But I'd rather keep Ravenna alive to help me with the fight. And of course, I can't see good. If she can stay alive a little bit longer, we'll do a little bit better, right? And of course, the fight's going to be different now that Ravenna's there. So the other problem too is, right, Anpu. We're kind of in trouble here, right? Anpu is also the other big problem because with him, you're healing. All that healing you think you're doing, eventually it'll be capped off, right? So even if you come back, you're not gonna come back 100% HP. And this is what I was afraid of. Watch her here. She's dead. Here comes the egg. Is it gonna touch the ground this time? Thank you, Luke, for clearing them off. And she comes back, and let's see. She should be doing much better damage here. Let's see. What she? Oh my God, she's dead. She's literally dead there. Yep. And that's it. Right. That is that. Yeah, it's not looking too good for them. And this summoner team here. Obviously, it's beatable but it's just like, what are you gonna do? Luke is doing most of the damage, and they don't even have Miranda. If they had a Miranda over there, this would be even worse, right? So again, I try to make changes, try to move stuff around. You're gonna tell me in the comments what I should have did or what I shouldn't have did. But that's that there. I'll try one more time, just one more time for the sake of the video, and then we'll move on. I'm gonna go back to Purin, and we'll see. We'll go back to Purin and see what we can do. If we don't win here, then we move on, try another team. And this is without Deji, by the way. There's no Deji over there. So it's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, it is. I promise you. It's not going to get no better. You can run take. Yeah, we could. But see there, that should wipe them out. Like, why are we still dealing with that? And then Ravenna, right? Where's the damage? Right? What? So, wait. So what happened? What happened in this fight? Explain to me what just happened. Right? I really didn't do anything different. Her damage is still the same. Sif Gobo is dead. He literally just one-shots Gobo. I love that. But again, when we're facing Deji, you know, that one-shot capability of Luke there is not really gonna help. But it does help out because you don't have to worry about Gobo in your face. But what was the difference there? Well, the only change that I made was I used Surge, right? Is Surge the key? We'll just run it again and see. I'm not going to put y'all through it, but let's just see if that was the key. Because it seemed like a completely different fight. And yeah, see? I don't know. That was weird. So we lost there. It is what it is. With this team, I don't know. I'm just gonna say, let's go over to the friend list to see what we got going on over here. We have more summoners, okay? More of the same. Nothing really too different. Less potent, maybe. And Ampu's in the second row. We need to switch this because they're both on the same side, and actually literally switching. When you're on defense, you don't get that option. See, again, it's actually Duragon that's doing that. Okay, so he's dead. Good. Don't have to worry about Jack City. He's gonna go to the left versus going straight towards them, which is bad. We actually hit a Lu off of that, which is great. But her damage can be good at times, right? Depending on what's happening, right? Who are we pulling up? Can we pull them forward? Why? Oh, because they just pull our Purin forward. That's annoying. And she's dead there. Here comes the egg. Vulnerable, right? No. Where's the egg? No egg? Okay. All right. She's already dead, right? I don't see the egg. Where's the egg? I'm looking for it. Yeah, so here it is. And it drops and it doesn't hit the ground. Didn't I tell you that? Ah, boy. I already said that. Remember, I said that the moment I read that being in that egg form state, it takes 95% less damage and it still don't even hit the ground. That's crazy to me. I think it should be uh untargetable, right? It should be untargetable while you're in that state. All right, this is the last one. We'll fight another. We'll fight one with Deji. I fought this fight before, so I know that that's only Deji had one copy, by the way. And when Deji had one copy, we already know how that goes. It's already tough enough to deal with. This team, oh man, I think some reconfiguration needs to happen here. Either Miranda needs to go, because again, let's just watch a fight and see what happens. She could die. Well, actually, that's not an Awakened 7 Dorelli. That's why. Dorgon, not even 5, because Dorgon is actually still yellow. He's not red. Red is how you know that he's 5. Sif is actually in our face, which I don't like. How did you pull Sif out of all the people there? And Sif is dead, right? I think so. And Skino's dead. Yeah, so it's looking bad. But like I said, even if Luke can wipe out the large summons, they're just gonna come back to life with Deji, and we're gonna end up losing. And this is the problem. They've been losing. They've been losing a lot, right? I don't even think they won a single fight yet. Here comes the egg. It's not gonna make it. You saw that, right? Gobo was like, "Get this egg out of here." Yeah. Okay. So I'm tired of taking L's. This reminds me of that. If you go back and watch, what was it? My Leo at Awaken 5 video, that was probably the similar to how much, of a whooping I've gotten. That's a lot of L's, man. A lot of L's by that team. Summoners right now, they're on a whole different platform right now. They're on their own different page right now. Where her, like I said, is it worth even bringing her to Immortal, Hyperevolving her and all of that? My friend, no. I'm at a no for right now. Just get your copy, because again, I said this for the same thing with Luke, and I don't feel like a broken record saying the same thing. The SB Hero's gonna put it all together. I don't know, and I don't feel it, right? Because again, I'm like, outside of the tankiness, right? We'll go back to that. Outside of the tankiness and the healing and being up front, the rebirth, right? The egg is vulnerable. I figured that would be the problem. You seen Gobo just slapped it out the air, so you're not even gonna touch the ground. A couple of those fights, the egg didn't even reach the ground, right? 4 seconds is long because you're trying to get the increase of damage, but at the same time, if you're vulnerable, you're not gonna be able to make it out the egg. Then, whatever the case may be, maybe they can change it where even if the egg gets destroyed, she's born faster. So if the egg takes enough damage, she's just born, right? She comes back to life. Don't get it. But anyways, I can already hear the comments coming in. But Energy Team right now versus Summoners, they're not there yet. They're not there yet. I'm not saying they can't beat them, but Luke needs some reworking in terms of his damage for PvP. But for her, man, she's just sitting up front, running into the fray. Don't bring much to the table. I don't see it. If I knew what I knew now, would I bring her to EX30? Not really. No, not really, because it's not worth it. So again, another hero where I'm waiting on another hero. You know what this reminds me of? I'll tell you who exactly this reminds me of. It's my boy. I know, I like him. I'm a big fan. Theon, right? Theon, I know I'm venturing off a little bit, but this reminds me of Theon. Theon came out, we were like, oh yeah, we need to support this, that, and the third. The support never came for him. So he ends up being the way that he is. Who else is also in that same boat is this guy. He's also there, but again, at least he's somewhat useful. So again, maybe with an awakening of somebody, right? Another energy hero. I doubt they'll do that. Or a support. What support could help energy right now that we have in the game? None of them, unless you awaken Pure, which you're not going to, right? Make her the 6-0. That'll be nice, right? And then release a new energy base support hero. But don't see that coming. Actually, they can awaken Fiona and then release. They're not going to do that either, right? Because we just had a loop. So again, going back to her, where is she? Here. Tier grade. Oh boy, this is where it gets tough, because I still don't want to give a verdict on a tier grade yet. I'll hold off on my tier grade. I'm not gonna give it in PvP. It's just tough because we only went against summoners, right? We could have gone against energy team, but I feel like we're running into that same problem of just the wall. Either they push back or we're getting pushed back, they're getting pushed back. It's just a matter of how strong your Ravenna is. And I've noticed that Ravenna is not as tanky as she used to be. Just saying. But for right now, I'll hold off on the tier grade. I am. If you made it this far in the video, my goodness. The word of the day is actually back to being underwhelming. And I've been saying that a lot. Man, I was hoping a lot for her. But right now, maybe somebody will come up with a way to make her better. Let me know down in the comments if you have. Please, we need it. Those that are new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. What do you get? Updates, guides, tier list walkthroughs, and of course the fun to play series, which I'm eventually going to end. I'm gonna make a video about that, and I'll end off that series. It was there to help out the newer players that came into the game. And of course, if you have ideas for new videos, let me know down in the comments. For those that are rocking with me, let me know if you picked up the new hero or you're just going to pass. I would still say you get a copy, because I sound like a broken record saying this. The SP hero may or may not put this all together, make it make sense. Don't know if that's true. I'm hoping that's true. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.